Welcome back. Welcome back.
I hear an air fryer. I think somebody's in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We're in a different location tonight, so welcome in. We got our child over here making a little bit of a snack, as you can hear.
I haven't eaten all day.
First
You
off,
hear that? Sean is starving his children.
Feed the children.
yes.
Need to sell more plushies.
Wait a minute. What's today? Is it Wednesday? Wait a minute. What's today? Thursday? You don't get to eat on Thursdays.
Yeah, they don't feed me.
You don't get to eat
Not on
Thursdays.
Thursdays. Listen,
Not on
but
Thursdays.
the budgets are real.
That's 2 days.
We are on a reseller budget. You get the week
These are
eat
tough
every
economic times.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know this, man. Or bruh.
It's been a
Every
slow
6
week.
or 7 days you get to eat.
Well, anyways, welcome to We Don't Give a Flip podcast. If you're new here, we are the Rocket City Resellers. I am Bob. This is Amanda, Fiona's Finds. We are joined by the founder of We Don't Give a Flip today,
Mel.
Mel,
And
the
Sean.
brains and the beauty behind the operation. Oh, and also Sean, West Virginia Panhandle Pickers,
Just a little.
We should get like some sort of applause for like
the best West Virginians I know.
Well, we appreciate you guys. So,
We're
how you
not
guys been?
joined. We're not joined by Ryan and Christine tonight, Gulf Coast Pickers. They couldn't make it, but we're gonna have a heck of a show. Tell you about our weekend reselling. How are you guys doing besides the air frying?
We are good, man. We are good. It's been a busy week, but you know it's a good thing when you're busy. But we're hoping to have a good weekend. We got a lot in store. We got Christmas shows coming up. I think probably by the weekend, you guys are gonna be shocked. We're gonna probably have most of all of November lined up with nothing but shows. So make sure you guys check our bookmarks because we're gonna have so many different shows. We got our first hat show tomorrow, which I'm excited about doing.
Nice. That's
We
awesome.
got our first clothing show going to be lined up around the Black Friday weekend for Black Friday shopping. That's going to be closed. And then we're going to have a movie show. I mean, we're just trying to expand out and try some different categories. So
The clothing, is it men's contemporary, women's? Is it
it's, gonna
mixed?
be,
Everything.
it's a little bit of everything. Yeah. It's going to be everything from T-shirts to brand name sweatshirts, hoodies, women's, men's. Going to have jeans, coats, jackets of all sorts. I mean, we've been sourcing that for a while. Now we finally got around to categorizing it and getting it out of that damn death pile and organized.
That's how I feel about little people. I've been hoarding.
Order.
Yeah.
I've been like, what is it? What do you say? A troll with my coins?
She's like a dragon rolling around on her coins.
I may or may not have 10 clip clops.
I mean, it tends to happen when you're a hoarder.
Well, we haven't done a little people show in a month.
Yeah. Hey, if you're wondering what we're talking about when we say show and you're new here, it's Whatnot. If you're not familiar with the Whatnot app, it's an online reselling platform that's kind of like a social media twist where you can go on, get affordable anything, really.
Yep.
What is your pick your poison?
Chris is in the house.
You like toys? They got toys. You like clothes? They got clothes. You like housewares? They got that too.
Yeah.
So-
You think it? They have it.
So
Yeah.
make sure you check out the We Don't Give a Flip podcast notes on our main channel, and you can get $15 for your first time purchase. So on Whatnot. So just know that. So that's exciting.
With
And
the
if you want automatic access to selling too, there's a link there as well. You click that link, and Whatnot will approve you.
Shameless plug.
Hey, I'm just
Hey.
saying, like they'll match you $150. If you make $150 in your first show, they'll give you another $150.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. If that's not incentive to get out there and try it, you know,
Yeah. Go out there and shake your ass.
yeah, whatever sells.
Through your hands.
I mean, sell it by the pound if you need to. I'd be a freaking millionaire if I sold
But
it
I
by
don't
the
think you
pound.
can start. I don't think you'll be able to find ass on Whatnot to buy though.
I don't know what
I
category,
mean, it's not that kind of
category
platform.
that fall in and whatnot.
It's the one thing you won't find to buy.
Yeah, you really can't get that, I don't think. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Hey, Tennessee, welcome in.
Welcome in, guys. How are you guys tonight? So what do you guys got planned for this week? What's been going on with you guys? We know we've all been on the raid trains and everything, but what else have you guys got coming up?
I'm kind of excited. I'm co-hosting my first ever raid train.
Heck yeah.
Sean has not RSVP'd, but I'm not really sure why. But you know,
Did you not hear me last night in the
He's
show?
got a 9 to
I'm
5.
sorry, Sean. Did you not know my name is Amanda Ballbreaker? Okay.
I did.
That's Dolly right there. That's Dolly Parton working at 9 to 5.
I mean, it's like looking in a mirror. I don't know why you're surprised.
I know. I haven't learned my damn lesson yet, but
So, I mean, I think it's like the definition of insanity, right? We keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Never going to happen, Sean. We're always going to be pushing each other down to get to that damn mountain. It's just going to
you
keep
know what?
happening.
I wouldn't want to do it to anybody else other than you and Christine and Ryan. So it's all good.
It's so much fun.
So if those of you don't know, Ashley, she should 244. I don't remember her
Yeah,
numbers. I just know her
244.
as Ashley.
That's right.
She should. We have been friends outside of Whatnot for quite a while, and she is the Ray Train queen. For those of you who don't know, she hosts, co-hosts, sponsors by putting on like pre-shows to go over and highlight everybody that's going to be on the train. She mods. She's all the things.
She's a
for Ray
reseller.
Train.
She's a reseller's reseller.
For sure.
For sure.
She celebrates the victory. She mourns the losses, and she's in it all the way. And we've been bouncing around ideas for a while, and she's been like, you need to get on the one and done, try this, try that. And I'm like, I'm too scared. Like, I feel like I don't know what to do with that. She's like, well, watch the shows and see. And if you're comfortable, she's like, anytime you want to be on a Ray Train, let me know. And so we've been trying to, Bob came up with this idea, which we'd been talking about for a while, to do book buddies. So basically, you know, you buy the book and it has the correlating plush or toys kind of thing to go with it, because a lot of kids like to have something when they're reading. And well, we bounced around and we came up with Once Upon a Plush. That was Ashley's idea, and AI and all the things. We've noticed though that there's other people that have it, but we are going to try to do it and do it well. Not that they're not doing it well, but anything that we do, we're going to try to do it really, really
Do
well.
it your whole heart. You know how it is.
So
that's how we roll here.
On the 17th, that's going to be our first ever, my
What's up,
co-hosted
Jeff?
Ray Train called Once Upon a Plush. And basically it's books, plush, correlating with the books, or even storybook plush. If you have VHS, if you look at that, it's VHS. I think somebody wanted to put some comics on there, so there'll be some comics. But basically it's reading stuff, like stuff you get at a book fair, but we're not calling it a book fair.
Right.
So that'll be exciting. I also was asked to be on 2 Ray Trains. So Fiona's Finds is going to be on a Disney Ray Train, the 18th. So that's going to be a very busy week for me. And it's, oh God, it's Disney Animal Kingdom. So basically it's all animals, no people. So all the animals and sidekicks. And then I was also invited to my first Little People Ray Train, hosted by,
Look at her.
She's
killing it.
hosted by, oh God, I know it's Ray of Sunshine is one of the co-hosts.
Is it Northern something?
Oh God, I feel so bad.
She'll figure it out.
It's actually the 23rd at 11:30. So I don't know what we're doing that weekend. So I may be traveling and having the show, but it's going to happen. I told her I'm going to make it work because I don't want to say no, because I've never been on a Ray Train other than Gulf Coast. So I've always said, nobody ever asked me.
Well, let's go live from wherever we are.
Yeah.
So you gotta do.
I'm sure there's a thrift store nearby, you know.
Sometimes we just get up and go. Like Saturday.
Why not?
Saturday, I say, hey, Ellie, are you going to be around Saturday? She's like, yep. I'm like, we'll see you in Nashville on Saturday because we're going.
Yeah. Impromptu. That's when, you know, your freestyling is what we call it.
I think it's Journey to Morning Star is the other host. That's who it is. But regardless, I'm very excited. And I do have a Little People show, my very own first Little People show on the 14th. And it's already preloaded. So if you like Little People, go.
And who doesn't? Because they're everywhere, like TikTok, Facebook Reels.
I'm
you
seeing
cannot move on social media without seeing Little People
there's this girl
everywhere.
Karen on TikTok that talks about her Little People thrift hauls, and I just want to.
I'm seeing it all over Instagram now, and everybody that we follow is just they're selling them. They're finding them and selling them now.
It's one of those things where it's a blessing and a burden if you are a Fisher Price Little People reseller. Like we talked about before, we've been selling Little People since 2023, before this epidemic of must-have Little People.
I love when things go viral like this. It's what we live for as resellers.
The thing of it is we if you don't know and you haven't been at our shows, we have an infinite inventory of Little People. We have tons. Not always necessarily the one that you're looking for, or the specialty ones, but we have.
I have that one already.
I know. We have a bunch of them, so we are not wanting for anything. But what is hard is because it's so saturated. It is sometimes still challenging to sell because people have it, or sourcing it to get those hard to finds, because where they used to be more easily attainable, it's not like that anymore. It's like some people find jelly cats and some people don't.
I will say that, we keep our prices even really low because we source low. So we become a reseller's reseller a lot of times.
Yeah.
And for the little people community, we are their, I guess, dealer, for the lack
Could
of a
be
better
why
word,
we haven't been asked to be on a raid train, because
which is fine.
People,
We're okay with that. If they can make some money and there's room for us, there's room for everybody at the table kind of mentality. And that's what's great about Whatnot in the community, I think. So if you have that mentality and you want to be a part of greatness, feel free to reach out to us.
I mean,
Let's collab and do something.
I'm always willing to do a
For
bundle, like outside of a show, or if someone's looking into selling something that we have. Like I have plenty of little people that could get you started, that
Jeff.
kind of thing. But as far as platforms this week, we did really, really well. I'm going to tell you what. What's today? Today's the 6th, right?
Jeff, you're fine.
Yes.
Today's the 6th, yeah.
Phone number.
So
I'll send you some snapshots.
We had 5 Etsy orders. 6 and 5 were just from Etsy today alone.
Nice.
Just crazy, insane. And I know I talk about Etsy all the time, but it's fire because we put all of our
I don't know
vintage
what
stuff
is
on there.
going on.
I don't want to question it, because as soon as we question it, it's going to take a shitter.
Well, I'm glad you guys are sitting down, because tomorrow
Mhm.
she's getting Etsy done.
Yep.
So I'm glad you're sitting
Tomorrow.
down. Don't faint. Don't faint.
Okay,
Take
so-
a drink. Take a
So
minute.
here's
Blow what's left of my hair back.
here's the deal. I am available. The help desk is available all
wow.
day long, even if we're traveling.
She
The
doesn't
help
open up office hours very often. She's worse than a professor over here. The
I know.
professor of reselling.
That's not
Yeah.
true.
That's not true. She doesn't stop talking. Matter of fact,
No.
I need to get a new office. We
It's-
share an office.
So, an hour ago, Ellie was messaging. She went and picked up a marketplace order for me.
Tennessee Treasures. She's a legend. Love you, Allie. She's a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys never stop.
Macari is still garbage. I think we had 1 sale so far this week. Garbage.
Yeah, just ever since they screwed with their shipping a couple months ago,
Even with Poshmark changing his policy
and
hasn't
they-
really affected us like Macari has.
they fired their CEO. There's a lot of things that went down. They changed their shipping around. And they got real greedy about a few different things on the platform regarding selling. Then they tried to flip it and make the buyer pay the fees instead of the
And now
seller.
they're adding these coupons,
And that
that's not working.
And that just
either.
was the final straw, I think.
Yeah.
And now they're just trying to like recoup some of that. And
I've been going through eBay right now, going through some of the older promoted listings and just changing them out, because with those new changes they had, I'm not going to promote some of those items any longer.
Yeah, I posted a few different videos on the Reseller Refuge Facebook group that we're part of. J-Rad Flips, if you guys are familiar with him, he's a pretty prominent in the reselling community. He did a really good video about the promoted listing fees. And although I am agreeing that we're being robbed by eBay, I think a lot of people are going to take the route of not promoting. And unfortunately, I think it's going to hurt their business even worse as if they were to just pay the fee.
Just up your prices a little bit,
Just-
like when you offer free shipping. Just
I hate that for the consumer.
Like I used to. So I'm just going through and picking and choosing which ones.
Picking and choosing.
I'm going to continue to promote, but I'm just going to pick and choose which ones from now on. A little bit more thorough, but
yeah, if there's if it's a high competition item, I say go ahead and promote. If
versus
it's
the person that's not promoting, because yours may sell versus theirs not.
Yep.
Everything that we have is high competition, low dollar. We are the McDonald's of reselling on eBay. So everything that we have is our average sale price is probably $25 to $30. So a lot of people won't touch something under 25. So be as it may, we sell a lot of it, and that's kind of where we win with that model.
And if I can suggest anything, especially when you guys go on to, and for anybody for that matter, when you start going to list online, if you do that, bundles has really helped us a lot. Last year we made a decision to just start bundling things, and I know it's easier to bundle with plush versus toys, because sometimes someone's looking for that one toy,
Mhm.
And
Especially
there
collectors.
and there
Yeah.
have been many times where people are like, can you just sell this one thing out of there? Well, the reason why we don't break it up is because we know the rest of them really aren't going to sell if that one is not in there.
Yeah.
There's some strategy to that. So we know that one.
We're aware.
We're aware that one
Yeah.
plush is what you really, really want.
The whole reason
Yeah.
why we put
Yeah.
it together, like
Yeah.
a couple examples of that is which one is it? Is it ferret? What is it?
There's a chinchilla,
Yeah.
Littlest Pet Shop plush
That
that
is-
is very sought after.
Yes.
Goes for probably upwards of $100, right? It's crazy to think about, but
And
little
it's
plushie.
strategically in a plush set of
Yeah, it's
4 more with it, and they always ask for that one, and we're
Yeah.
like, how much would that be? The same price? Because
Well,
we
I
have
tell
to
them, I
take it
said, I'll be
down.
happy to break the bundle, but it's
Yeah.
not going to change the price. I know that sounds like a terrible thing to say,
Mhm.
but there's a lot of work that goes into it. Her time in
Yep.
photographing, sourcing it,
Cleaning it.
packaging it, and all the other stuff, So
So then I got to take it down and relist it just for you to change your mind because you don't like the price.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Double the work.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's a couple other bundles we have that sometimes people are just looking for that one thing, and we're like when Bluey was really, really popular last year, we found Muffin a few times.
Muffin. He's a G.
I don't know.
I don't know Muffin.
I don't
but-
know who. I don't know.
You don't know the Muffin Man? No, I'm just
Do you know the Muffin?
And Muffin was very like we had it on Macari, and that's where we got most of the inquiries of like, can we just buy Muffin? Can we? No, because we know that the rest of that bundle is going to sell, but it's going to be long term versus the short term with the plush that people want in there.
Now we can't give Bluey away.
But I mean that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
In
Every
shows,
now and
maybe.
again,
20 years from now, there's going to be a resurgence.
I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna.
I'll be with the Lord, and she'll be selling Bluey.
No. It's gonna be like the Squishmallows. I'm telling you, mark my word, that shit's gonna make a comeback. And you know who's gonna have Squishmallows? West Virginia Panhandle Pickers, Fiona's Finds, and Rock City Resellers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else can go pound sand because we're gonna have.
You know what's really crazy about this, though?
You got the
I will
most-
say that you guys see it when you go to the grocery store or wherever there's Squishmallows for
Somebody's
sale.
buying them.
Someone is buying them.
Yes.
They are because
Like-
the shelves are. You can see. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just don't think they know about whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. And the thing of it is,
You're
too,
right.
is I think if you are a Beanie Boo lover, if you are a collector of anything, whatever it is, a lot of times you want the swing tag, and sometimes the swing tag makes or breaks the sale. And
Mhm.
quite honestly, if I'm buying a Squishmallow for a child for comfort purposes or texture purposes or reading buddy or whatever may have you, it's going to
Not
go up
worried
in
about
hand.
that tag.
The tag is not going to be important to me because the child's going to rip it off anyways. Now, if
Popping
I'm buying it
tags.
for an adult child or an adult, or just because I aesthetically like it, I may want to keep the tag. I may want to buy it with a
I
tag.
mean, I know adults who take tags off all the time. So
Well,
I mean,
I don't
Clothing,
think-
whatever. If there's a tag on it,
and they never
clothing-
wear it. I don't think
they'll just see.
anybody-
I mean, you see people ripping them off just nonstop all the time.
those people would be crazy.
I
Sorry.
don't think anybody who's not a collector or reseller thinks about the tag. That is the last thing. They just rip it. A lot of
Yeah.
parents are like, "Oh, choking hazard, take it off."
Mhm.
It is not about that part of it for them.
My
And-
mom used to cut the tags out of our t-shirts all the time because she couldn't stand the tag. So
Yeah.
therefore,
Well, and just
she
think
cut it
about
out of
There's
our
so
shirt
many-
too.
There's so many people out
So-
there
Yeah.
that have sensory issues that don't like
Mhm.
the touching of the tag. Why do you think they now make T-shirts in the last
Yeah, they
10
screen
years
print
with
them.
no
Yeah.
tags anymore because the rubbing and the itching of the tag because it's just
Yeah.
not comfortable. So
Yeah.
I don't really think that people are purchasing Squishmallows with the intention of having a tag or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So-
we're actually, I when I did my research on our T-shirt company and stuff, I put feelers out there, and the bulk of the people said tagless.
Mhm.
So we are actually going to rip the tag off, and then we're going to screen print our logo, our brand on it, because the majority of the people hate the tags. I think it was like a overwhelming amount, like 78% said tagless is what they.
Yeah.
prefer.
Hanes makes a great t-shirt, extreme cool or extreme temp t-shirt
Mm.
that
Mhm.
I love. I cannot find anywhere. That
So
is
you
my
have them on
size.
your platform.
I'm your guy.
Yeah.
I'll buy
Yeah.
them. So I mean,
So
there
you-
are people like
we
me that are
use
very
Gildan.
brand specific. So
So you like Hanes, but we use Gildan. And what was the name of your thing? Because
It's,
I have a lot of contacts in the
they're
T-shirts.
extreme. They're called extreme temp.
And they come in like big and tall XLT.
Yeah.
Um, Well, Krista hates tags and Jeff loves tags. So we're 1-1.
Or one
Me
on one.
personally, this is what I do. So I don't know about you guys if you wash your clothes before you wear them. I don't. And you know what? The only time I do that is if I buy it at a thrift store because
Yeah, I'll definitely
the
wash it.
last thing you know is if someone,
yard
you know,
sale.
whatever. Yeah,
Or
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Or bins.
I mean, there's nothing
For
there's
sure.
nothing
For
better
sure.
there's nothing better than buying a pair of used jeans when they've already been washed and relaxed and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of times I don't wash it before I wear it when I get it from the store, and I rip the tag off and I forget the Denizen tag. Like I just rip the tag and the Denizen, and then it itches so bad because I just put it on and I'm like, Jesus, you know, like I forget that. So for me, now that they don't really make tags on t-shirts anymore,
Hey, what's up, Coco? Welcome in.
so
It's
Hey,
Coco.
Coco.
Miss Coco.
Coco, we're talking about when we buy clothes, if we like tagless or no with the tag, you know, a little.
Do you
in the
like a
back.
tag? Do you cut the tag? Are you a worried mama that's going to cut the tag off the plush for your child?
Yeah.
Let us
Yeah.
know. in the
Do you
comments.
think it's a choking hazard? That's what we inquiring minds want to know.
Well, I mean that Disney tag. Let's be real for a second. That thing's
That's
like some of
ridiculous.
those tags are like.
Have you seen the IKEA tags?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're even worse.
Yeah.
Dude,
And there's usually 3 of them, not just one.
I think it's because they're considered a pillow, maybe. Like I don't know what it is.
maybe
Yeah,
maybe
you
because
must
they
have
do have
seen
those
that.
other you know, yeah, you're right.
I think we've come across one IKEA plush that still had its tag.
Yeah.
All the other ones have
Everybody
been
cuts
cut.
them off.
Oh, we have a lot.
Let me say we
When
sell
go
the
to
shit out of some
when we go to
IKEA
St.
stuff.
Louis,
Man, we sell a ton of that.
yeah, when we go to St. Louis,
I haven't sold one.
oh
God,
my,
we can't keep them.
here's the thing, and we've talked about this before. Based on where you're, so like let's just say you and I are in the same state, okay, and we're both selling plush.
The state of confusion.
Yeah, we may not necessarily getting the same traffic from the same place.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
So which is crazy to think about, right? So like we get a lot of sales to California, East Coast,
Texas.
and Texas. And
Lots of
actually, somebody just bought a pre-bid on one of my Douglas cows, and they live in Owens Crossroad, which is about 45 minutes from us. But I say that to say, it could also be that we do promoted listings and that we have a shop, so like our algorithm is affected. But I would assume if that you guys did the same thing, you could probably get the same traffic, maybe not necessarily from the same location, because I think eBay intentionally disperses that a certain way. Like
I don't know what it is. So I've done research on this. Obviously, I'm a data scientist. I don't want to bore you guys with the details, but the research that I found was that for some reason, depending on where you are, like for us, we get a lot of traffic to California. I don't know what it is. I don't know if because Alabama is such like
in between,
like
Maybe.
we're like right there on the edge. We get a ton of traffic to California and Texas.
And we do a lot of New England sales too. Like we've done
to the northern northeast,
like Connecticut,
Yeah.
where we're from, and up there, which is crazy because I'm sure there's plenty of resellers up there that have the same stuff, but they're just not. It could be anything. It could they're just not getting enough hits to their shop, you know, whatever. But
I know that a lot of sellers do like flat rate shipping too for eBay instead of calculated to try to mitigate some of the costs so the buyer will buy more or buy their item. But you got to be careful with that too, because if you don't account for like those California or Alaska sales, it could bite you on the ankle.
Keep up on you. Yep.
And the other thing too is we sell a lot to Canada too.
Yeah.
We sell a lot.
We've been getting a lot of more international sales that we're just shipping to the hub only. But
I love those.
I love those.
As soon as it gets to the hub, we're responsibility's done, man. Yeah. So we've been getting a lot of international sales.
Make sure when you do your Etsy, set up international shipping, because right now eBay you cannot sell to the UK. eBay Plush cannot go to the UK. We have a lot of inquiries on eBay saying, why can't you ship? It's not an us thing, it's a UK and eBay
now
thing.
Is Etsy the same way as eBay? Do we ship to a local hub, and is that how they handle it the same way?
Well, some yes and some no.
Some yes and some no, but you're still
it just
protected.
Depends because you can select which countries you ship to.
Yeah. I would definitely suggest UK because you're not going to get them on eBay, but you will get them on. So an example of that is a while ago, it was last year sometime, we had this little duck. It was probably about this big, and it's got the floral bottom and
really cute.
So cute. This gentleman lived in UK and was wondering why we couldn't sell it to him. And we said, well, there's something about the UK that just doesn't allow plush from the United States. So so he found somebody in New York to buy it from us, and then when they got it, they sent it to him in the UK. And apparently it was his sister's duck and she lost it on a train. It was like this whole thing.
This incredible story about when they were kids and all this stuff. That's the kind of stuff that keeps me going.
Yeah.
When you hear about that, you know, it's exact. He's like, it is literally that duck.
That's crazy.
He was
I had one the
convinced.
other night say the same thing. My sister, I destroyed it when I was a young kid for my sister, and I went and he bought a plush for her the other night.
Do you remember what it was? I don't remember.
I don't remember what it was, but he flat out said, I destroyed it. I felt bad, so I'm replenishing it to her now as an adult. So
As a gift.
As a gift.
She was he said she was going to be so surprised. Yeah. So that was really cool.
That's why we sell plush, because we're selling a memory, we're selling a feeling, we're selling that, you know.
Yeah.
Now, real quick for Etsy, because I know I haven't looked in Etsy, just she's doing it. If you don't ship to a hub, are we required to take care of the customs if they go to a international that doesn't
That's a
require
good question.
internal?
I can, yeah, I'll answer that. So, first of all, Etsy collects the VAT for the tax. That's what it's called.
Okay.
I forget what it stands for, but it's the tax for international sales, and they distributes that to whoever it needs to go to. So they do the collection. If you use Etsy's label, then you're covered. Okay, that will protect you have seller protection with that. So, and it doesn't always go to a hub, but there is a customs form that you have to fill out.
And all you have to do is sign and date it, and you have to ship it the same day.
And there's a UI where you just, it'll even tell you what the tariff code is. It'll say, click this button to put the tariff code in there. It'll, you just got to put the price in where you're shipping it from, the United States. It does all the calculation for you.
You can Google those numbers. And if you ever need help, we will certainly be able to help you.
Yeah.
And then once you do it a few times, but
I think you have to maybe sign it. Some of them you have to sign, depending when they're going.
So we need to sign, date it, and ship it based upon the date on that form, correct?
Yeah, because
That's
when
correct.
you print out the label, it's going to have the date on it. So just make sure if your shipping day is that day, just send it out. And if you're not going to, then just you can stick it in a mailbox if it's in a poly and just send it. It'll be fine. It'll get scanned. But if you ever shipped anything to like a military base, it's kind of like that. It's like a customs form, and it's got a barcode on it. It's got all that other stuff in it, and then. If I'm not mistaken, I think they open it in customs and then they repackage it and send it.
They can, right? I think they can open your package and it can delay things. So if you don't put the right tariff code, or if you don't put it correctly on the package, they could potentially open it.
Like you literally just Google the tariff plush code for the country.
I think it's called a HTS code or something like that.
What it is, but it's very simple. It's not hard.
Okay. I was just curious because I haven't done a lot of research on it yet.
Whenever we do international sales on Etsy, Bob does the labels for that because I just don't know how to do it. But with eBay, ours just automatically print when you do the weight and the dimensions of whatever you're sending, and it's fine.
I think there's two for eBay, two international centers, one in Illinois and one in
There's one in Kentucky, isn't there?
Kentucky, I think.
I think there's one in Kentucky.
I've only shipped to the one in Illinois constantly. That's the only hub I ever seem to get. So I don't know if it's because of where I'm at.
It's probably where you're located. The price of shipping, Ground Advantage is probably cheaper.
We've sold, what was that time? Did we sell to Hong Kong? Where did that guy, I know this is going to be really awful, but it was
Singapore.
Okay. And the USPS or international shipping, wherever it was going, could not provide him the proper tracking number for this package. And so he was having a hard time trying to find it, even though he would go into the order. So
it was a language barrier as well. They try to do their best in translating the message for you, but sometimes it's not always perfect.
Yeah. So Bob looked up how to say whatever he needed to say in that language.
Yeah, I used Google Translate
and
to
he put it in there and provided
write what I wanted to write and translate it and then sent that to him.
And then provided the number. And like 2 days later, he's like, "Thanks, I got my package." And whoever was working with eBay could have easily done the same thing, but those are the things that people remember, and sometimes you get repeat buyers that way. And also, when we put stuff out there, and I say we as a reseller, you always want to make sure to pay attention to detail and always package and list the way you would want to receive it. I truly
no cereal boxes, Sean.
Hey, I got a big Sharpie. I cross it all out now.
I mean, I don't mind getting a recycled box, but I'm just saying, like, the care that you put into the inside of how the contents of the package comes makes a big difference. There's been many times, because I don't buy just on Whatnot. I buy for my personal collection. As you can see, we have a bunch back here. I've purchased on eBay. I've purchased on Mercari before, Marketplace, whatever.
I might have purchased in your show if you're watching.
Yeah. I think my biggest pet peeve, and I don't mean to say that, but I think a big shipping mistake is, and if you guys do this or if somebody does this, it's just my opinion. I have received plush in a box that's not in a bag and it's gotten wet, even though we have a covered porch, and now the plush inside smells like the cardboard, or the box has bled onto the plush. So just a way to avoid that is just to stick it in a plastic bag. Even if you put it in,
it could be in a Walmart bag.
Yeah, it could be in a Walmart bag, and just tie it off. Just because if the box gets wet and it's
if money's tight, we get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Recycle that bag.
Just something as simple as that could prevent you from getting a bad review or ruining the plush for somebody or the contents of the package.
So credit for this tip to the Rebel Reseller, Robert, the other half of Rebel Reseller. He told me one time that he uses, at one point they were using Walmart bags as a redneck air pillow. So they would just go like this, pop it out, tie it, right? Get the air inside there and put it inside a.
Hey,
yeah,
whatever works, man.
I mean,
there you go.
We all need to be resourceful, because that cost of goods and the packaging comes
especially
out
when
of
you're
that.
first starting out and you find ways to help cut corners, and that you can't invest in all the shipping materials right away. You got to do what you can do. So,
and I'm going to tell you what, if you order from Mama Cat, you will get the best packing materials that you can
Another reason to order from her.
Anytime she sends me a box, I'm like,
quality.
Yeah. She buys the packing paper from Walmart, the big sheets.
We're about to find out. We just purchased some things from her last night. So
you'll
be
pleasantly surprised.
Her paper you can reuse. It does not have an odor. It is well packaged, and everything you can reuse. She even uses the same resealable bags that we use, because she had asked me when she started selling plush like what we use. Because I will tell you, because we do ship in poly bags, it could get stuck in the machine and tear. It's happened. I know Christine from Gulf Coast Pickers, she's bought plush before and she's gotten it, and half the package has a blowout, and she's very lucky that they didn't steal the contents of her package. And I think we use 2 mil clear resealable bags, and it just adds a little extra protection in case it does get caught.
Some of those machines that like render the packages or whatever can rip and tear poly mailers, so we just add that layer of protection. It's just a few more cents.
It's not full
out of our profit.
It's just another barrier.
I think it's worth it, especially when it's like a vintage plush or something, and it mitigates the price of using a box. And I know that there's feelings wrapped around when something's over a certain dollar, whether you should use a box or whether you should use a poly mailer. I'm not here to judge anybody or to say we're right or we're wrong, because it's personal preference, really.
Well, and it's whatever you can afford and have access to too. Like, that's what it comes down to.
Speaking of that, affordability. So if you have a Poshmark closet, you can actually get free Ground Advantage packaging from Victory Services. There's a campaign right now, because they got rid of priority shipping with Poshmark. You can actually, there's a little window that pops up when you sell something to remind you that you can actually order shipping supplies from Victory Services at no cost.
Oh, wow.
Click the link. It basically goes to their website,
some right over there. We just got some
tells you exactly what size they are, what to say. You put your Poshmark closet name in there. You email these folks, and I ordered in September, and we just recently got them.
We got some the other day, and then we got some last week.
So we got about 50 boxes, 50 mailers, all Ground Advantage. You don't have to use them for just Poshmark. You can use them with any Ground Advantage label. So
because they got rid of the flat rate of the 5 pounds.
Because they got rid of the priority shipping, they for whatever reason. So the USPS and Poshmark, they had whatever negotiations, and they decided to go to Ground Advantage.
And this is the way not to make people mad without having to to purchase now boxes.
People are upset because they're not getting their money as soon.
Because it's taking
longer for them to ship, so therefore they're not.
We lose Amanda then. I think we lost everybody.
I think we did. So it's just us.
It's just us. What's everybody up to? How's everybody doing? There they are.
He clicked the wrong
No, I
button.
spun the mouse and
Look at
like,
you.
I spun the mouse and it was like, goodbye.
I'll be
You
right
just put us on blast. Like, what the fuck happened, man?
We're like,
I'm like, screw you guys, I'm going home. I Cartmaned your ass.
Bob got so excited about the shipping. He said, screw this. I'm going to sit with my stuff.
Whenever I can save or give people advice on about how to save money, I do get excited.
Yeah.
Because this is one of those businesses, if you're not careful, it can eat your lunch, you know?
You can.
So it's really important for you to try to find every angle
Do you
you
want to?
can.
Do you want to open
So.
this?
Uh-oh.
This is a really. Oh, shit.
Live unboxing.
Here we
This is
go.
another really good.
Oh,
shipper.
no. I don't know if I. Who'd you get that from, first of all?
Ruth Ann.
She's going to use her muscles to do this.
Ruth Ann is another one that ships with care.
Four Seasons Picker.
Yep.
If you're not following her or whatnot, Four Seasons Picker. Now, I'm sure she has an eBay store too. It's probably the same name, but
Probably the same name.
She's another fellow.
We've been doing
reseller.
some really great Christmas shows.
Man, she has been,
Yes.
that woman is going like 5 hours yesterday, 6 hours a day, Christmas. Like,
Yeah,
she's
she's
going.
hell-bent. She's hell bent and determined to have a successful year, and good for her.
I don't know what's in here, but look at reuse.
Ooh, no more redneck air pillows.
Look at this.
That's right.
We got the good.
Now you got a good pillow for the trip to Nashville, Bob. Put it around your neck in the car.
One thing that Ruth Ann does that I absolutely love that I could probably take a page out of her book is she always takes her time to write a little thank you on the invoice, and she always makes sure to include the invoice. That's one of her biggest call outs and recommendations for our resellers, just to take that extra time to do that, as well as include the invoice.
And if you don't have a thermal printer, stop what you're doing and go order one.
I don't know who ordered this. I think it was
Spend the
Bob.
money.
Is that Bobby?
Oh, and it's still
It's a little
coming.
stormtrooper.
Oh my God, you bought that? It's still coming.
Uh-oh.
You know it. I always support my friends when I can.
And if
We're very blessed, and we've done very well this year. So whenever I can come in and support you guys, I'll do so. Just know that.
that was wrapped in tissue paper.
Oh, yeah.
There's something else.
You can call me Flower if you want to.
Now, are these for you guys behind you to go back there? These
More than
personal?
likely, these are probably going to go
Christine.
to Tennessee Treasures or Christine
Yeah,
or
probably
to a friend.
Yeah.
I always buy with the intention of paying it forward as well. So not only am I supporting my friends, I'm also supporting their collections or their love of toys and plush, because they love it just as much as we do.
So
Yeah.
each one of these PVCs was wrapped in a piece of tissue paper.
Yeah, those are, and they're in great shape, it looked like, too.
Here's a plushie from Ruth Ann.
Nice. Yeah. Clean.
Smells clean. Well, yeah, it smells clean. And then
Well,
in
Mario?
the corner of this box, to give it more support, there is some styrofoam in there. And then this is the other plushie that ordered, which is probably going to go to Mama Cat.
Probably. She's another one that supports out.
and
She's a
Ruth Ann,
reseller as
You
well.
don't know, Ruth Ann numbers her plush and her items, so whenever she sells something, that's how she can
Yep.
identify, because she is a Han Solo
Very smart.
enterprise.
Very
And
smart.
I was hoping she stuck something. No, she didn't.
Too bad she didn't put another CD in
Oh
there.
my God, can you imagine? But
She's our go-to like Christmas CD now. Her voice is beautiful.
I can't wait to hear her, because
Yes.
I never thought that she was a singer. And then next thing you know, I see all these pictures of her on CD covers and all that stuff, man. So
I would
Didn't
say.
we get two of those? No, I let someone else have it. I didn't fight her for it. Someone else wanted to bid on it.
Oh yeah,
There
heard
was
her
two.
say
I was
there's
going to get
another
one for her and her daughter, but I ended up allowing. I didn't want to like be that person that's like, I'm
Yeah.
like, well, no,
that's like last night. You cricked me up because I was like, as soon as I go to swipe on that dinosaur, you wrote that thing and it cracked me up because you're like, I'm not going to swipe, Sean.
Yeah, because I remember when when Coco was selling hers, I'm like, I want it, and then I didn't realize that it was you guys bidding, and I was like, well, that was. So I ended up, but just so y'all know,
Sorry.
I ended up sending it to Mel. So
Yes, it's all good.
but I will say, Ruth Ann, 10 out of 10 packaging.
Yes.
You don't have to be like her, but she does really well with her packaging. So. And she ships a lot of fragile things too. She is an overall reseller. She does glass, she does figurines, plush, toys, all of that. And whenever we order something from her, we can definitely count on, and as well as Courtney, that it's going to come in.
I love it when she says, "This is a great piece."
I love it too.
I'm just like, that's just such an old school thing to say.
She's like, this is a very unique piece.
Yeah.
You don't find these very often. I love it when she says that.
I love her shows.
One thing I love that two things that I love that Courtney says is, thanks for looking at that one. And now Harlow says it.
Gratitude's important.
Yeah. And the second thing, and I think a lot of us have started saying it in our lives
too,
because it's one of those things that you probably never thought to
keep your manners in your pocket.
It's one of those things where you're like, well, thanks for looking at that and not buying it. But at least you're acknowledging that they took the time to And then the other thing I love when she says is she does the rewards program. So if you unlock, she's like, congrats on unlocking bronze. Be sure to click the crown on top for your coupons. Every time somebody unlocks another level for her, it's just one of those things that she does.
Did you guys ever try the reward system on Whatnot?
I haven't tried it yet. No.
We tried it the first season.
We did do it.
We tried it the first season, and I didn't really see.
We didn't really see a difference,
but we didn't give it really probably the attention that it needed.
Maybe we'll revisit it in the new year just to see if we get more purchases because of the coupon incentives. And I don't think we really had really hard incentives to unlock those either.
We were very junior in our Whatnot journey too. Then
we were just doing all the things.
So I don't even know if we broke 1,000 yet.
Learning, you can always revisit it, because we haven't even tried it yet.
I still feel there's a lot of things that we need to learn too.
Oh yeah. We're always learning something new. So
we can definitely take a page from Courtney's book, I think, regarding the reward system and leveraging that to get more sales. Because who wouldn't want a coupon to be able to spend more money?
Right. You're more apt to buy more.
Especially specifically this time. Where the economy is not the greatest and all the other things.
Yeah.
So it's exciting that we actually have broken 4,000 followers, which is great.
Really? Nice.
Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah. It's really awesome. So
we are in that home stretch of almost getting to 1,000 sales. So that's exciting.
How close are you?
We are 901.
No, we're 908 now after the 2 8. So bless you.
I mean, it's coming.
So yeah, we're close to the 2,000 followers, and we're close to that 1,000 sales. So that's why we're getting ready to have a clearance sale this weekend to run everything at $2 starts and a lot of good plush because
I got a reseller deal.
Yeah, plus I got to set up my overflow room for Christmas. I'm backed up with plush, so I got to clear out, and we're gonna have a big clearance sale.
Backed up. You know what helps with backing up?
Bananas. She took my
Coffee.
Banana away.
Coffee. No, throw that to the other side of the room.
Potassium helps with that.
Potassium.
No. Potassium helps with
muscle aches too. If you got some muscle aches, helps with that too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, so a lot of exciting things going on for the end of this year. So we're looking forward to finishing strong in the this quarter. And I don't usually like talking about money and finances, but I will say it for the record that we're very close to being a $250,000 business within the last 2 years. And that's a testament to a lot of hard work on Anna's part. She is absolute force to be reckoned with this business, and I'll give her all the credit.
You heard that. So next time I say,
I remember. I think he's got pneumonia, and he's probably dealing from a fever. So
I thought I was going to die. So I mean, I just want to give credit where credit's due.
This part is one of the shorts, so that it's out there forever to be
rewatched.
Yeah.
Bob, come on, clip that out. We can't have that because her head.
I'll make sure I edit this video, and I know we're live, raw, and unedited, but maybe this video I'll put a little hash.
But I will say. I do appreciate that, and thank you for saying that. But I will say, he is, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but he definitely is a diamond in the rough as far as a go-getter. The only phrase that we know is gas pedal, and I know we've said that many times. Bob is very logical and methodical when he is doing something. If you said to him, hey, here's your application, it's due next week, he's ready the next day, if not the same day, ready to hand it back in. It's just his nature. And when we started reselling, he did all the research and came to me and said, we're going to do this, and this is why we're going to do it, because I've seen the data and I know how it's going to be. Like, that's pretty much how Bob is. And so when it comes to the financing part of it, I'm very lucky to have somebody who affords me to have not a bottomless purse, but
reinvestment.
But
he reinvested all of it.
A big
just
enough,
so you know.
a big enough line to go in order to make those financial strategic decisions for it to come back and pay off.
Yeah.
One of those things, he can explain it better because I always mess it up, but last month is the first month in many months where I've paid 2 months off of credit card and still have a balance left, plus for me going into the next month. Because normally we're swiping because the deals are so great. The reason for that, though, the last couple months where there has been a carryover balance is we've gone out of state. We've done things, rooms are not cheap,
a lot of meetups. A
lot of meetups in the last couple months. But we pride ourselves on trying to use all of the platforms to pay that off so that there's not a carry forward balance to the next month. Now I know that,
and most of it's tax write-offs too. So because they are business expenses, they're meant to be used to forward our business in that way.
We use that card for supplies on Amazon. When we rent a car to go out of state because we're not going to put the mileage on our own vehicle. If we have to stay in a hotel room, all the things. And if we go out to dinner and we talk business, because who doesn't go out and do that? We do. That's what ends up happening. So
and use a credit card that has points or some sort of like credit reward, because
if you're able to do so.
If you're able to get a credit card that has that for your business, it's not a bad idea.
Now, have you guys noticed it? Because we're starting to get to that point to where now that we've been in the game a little bit, of course, we've been doing eBay a lot longer. But are you guys starting to notice now that instead of being when we first started, you're trying to buy low as possible, sell for the maximum? Are you noticed? Because I know we're starting now where we're starting to invest in more high dollar items. We're taking that chance and spending a little bit more money to make more money on the back end instead of trying to go always so low. We're actually investing, a couple hundred into something to make a couple thousand now because we're trying to go to that next level. Are you guys noticing you're getting to that, or are you trying to,
it's kind of a mixed bag, I think.
I think
we're smarter with what we pick up. I will say that we're more calculated with the things that we are thrifting or grabbing or resourcing.
I will say
we do pay up on things. Okay, so to answer your question, yes.
The things that we do pay up on are little people because the return in. I'm not lying. The return.
She'll try to convince me to my dying day.
The return on investment for little people, for me, for what I know that we can do and what we have done, I do it. Okay, I do it. It's not all the time. Sometimes it's something that I really think is worth it. I will do it. Now, I also, like I said before, have people that source for me out of the kindness of their heart. Ellie is one of them. Tennessee Treasures. We trade. Like I just said earlier today, I sent her a message this morning. Didn't even say good morning. My bad. I was
Amanda, like, hey, welcome in. I got this thing for you.
Hey, do you think you could ask
There's
her?
No welcoming. I was like, just being nice.
Hey, do you now Ellie is my eyes and ears when it comes to this stuff because I am impulsive and I'm like, hey, can you check it out? She's like, by the way, the sound doesn't work. Are you sure you still want it? I'm like, okay, never mind.
I love you too, Ellie.
Ellie is one of the people, if I send her a Facebook Marketplace order near her, whatever, she'll be like, oh, well, I reached out to her because she has 4 other listings of the same things that you want. Let me see if she'll bundle. Like, that is what Ellie does, where I'm just like, oh, I see this. I want it. It's shiny and bright.
She's a toy genius.
So she's really good in that. And then this morning I sent her a listing and I was like, hey, could you ask for $10 less?
Don't be afraid to ask for a discount.
She's like, hey, good morning. I'll send them a message. I'm like, oh, my bad.
She hasn't even had her breakfast sandwich yet.
And
bouncing a baby on her knee.
I'm hitting you up in Marketplace now. I'm going to start searching in your area. Amanda threw you out there under the bus.
I'm going to start charging y'all a consignment fee.
And then,
for sure.
Finder's fee, Ellie.
then she messaged me like an hour or so later. She's like, by the way, I'm picking up between 4 and 5. Don't Venmo until I pick it up. I'll talk to you later. I'm like, okay. So, I mean, I say this to say that, yes, there are things that I'm willing to pay up for. Little People is one of those things. Oftentimes, I've talked about this before. When I source on Whatnot, there are many times I've sourced on Whatnot in order for it to financially benefit me in a bundle, or if it's for my personal collection.
But we're not icky about it. If something's worth $400,
right.
I will message that seller and tell them, hey, listen, you need to stop what you're doing.
Don't be a Douglas collector.
You're about to ruin. I'm going to start rapping. I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? I'm just going to stop and tell them, hey, listen, you should really think about this because it's worth so much more. And if they know that and they want to sell it anyways, well, at least I tried.
And we swipe.
And I'll buy it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, brands that I put out there that I will pay up for, Gun Snuffles, absolutely.
Anything Eden.
Anything Eden. Anything Eden terry cloth, I will pay up for.
Anything terry cloth.
Anything terry cloth.
These are just plushies. But yeah, I know what you're saying, Sean. Like, being able to make moves and work less and make more is always smart business. Yeah. So if you have the ability to find a rarity that is worth more and it's sought after and there's less competition, it's a no-brainer.
Oh yeah.
So if you have the means to do
that more and more, because we've come a long way. So we've got the money in like a kitty fund ready to go to when we come across some of those deals. I don't want to miss out on it when we know you're going to make good money. It's take that leap and take a chance. And I know everybody can't do it, but you got to start the cash. We started very low.
But you can. And I will say one of the things I want to stress is Beanie Babies are a thing of the past. So if you have them, because
I still believe that there's a resurgence.
There may be a comeback. I'm just saying.
I'm convinced.
And I'm hoping so because I've got hundreds of them.
You're going to be ready, Mel. You're going to be positioned.
I'm ready.
It may
you
be
and me, Mel. You and me.
It may be like the jelly cat. It may resurface, and I hope that for you. I will say every time we go thrifting, there are bins and bins and bins of them, and they're just sitting there. And I will tell you, when we first started, he picked them up all the time. We had an entire contractor bag full to the brim of them. We could not move them. People didn't want them. I had
300 jelly cats at one point.
We did, and we sold them on Whatnot before the craze.
For like $3.
Because they were on eBay. Well, that's
probably less than
that's
that.
what the starting was. Hey, Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy.
So I say this to say that we have made a lot of financial mistakes, and we still make financial mistakes. I mean, not ones that put us,
Make sure you follow us on Facebook so that we can talk about it. Let's have a conversation.
It's not always good.
I think we should do an episode on some of our actual great finds and some of our big mistakes, just to let it, and we all do it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, not a nightmare one day.
I'll tell you one thing that we've tried to pick up less of is battery operated items.
Oh, don't even get me started. I got one pending right now with eBay.
I was just gonna say, so
scammer.
I think battery operated items are, unless you have a screwdriver and batteries like Picking Gilla Heidi, she comes prepared when she goes. She has a battery and a screwdriver ready to go. I say that because
she's got her little fanny pack on. She ain't scared.
And she has opened stuff up and has seen the corrosion, even though it was a really good item. She's like, nope, I'm not gonna be able to resell it because of the corrosion. And let's be honest, is anybody at the Goodwill checking it? Maybe, maybe not. And are they probably don't give a shit, and they're putting it on the shelf corroded anyway.
Bring your black light, bring your screwdriver when you go anywhere, when you're sourcing, so you can see uranium glass or whatever you're looking for.
Yeah.
And bring that screwdriver because you never know. And bring a Gerber, one of those multipliers, just in case. So that's my recommendation.
I mean, we don't do that, but we should. But I mean,
and gloves if you're unless you're, like me. I'm old. I'll just pick stuff. I don't care. I'm made of like asbestos, so we're good.
But I think the screwdriver is a great point because we've been coming across so many awesome battery operated, and the comps are so great. Then when you get it home, you're like, well, shit, man.
Well, and you're paying by the pound, so in your mind, you're like, oh, it's not that bad. And you get home, now you got to dispose of it.
Yeah.
I know that I've seen that Winnie the Pooh. What's the song that it sings?
Oh, he says up and down.
Up and down and
I cry every time
upside down.
Get it.
I'm just like, wow. Just hits you right in the heart. And every time I see one, I'm like, I'm gonna pick it up, open it up.
Nothing.
Damn, got me again. Got me again.
But I will say.
But when you find it's good, Man,
I-
that thing's awesome. It
I-
sells great.
I will say we
Okay.
found
I
have
remember that
found
one.
Yeah.
battery operated stuff that has had some battery corrosion on it, and we just take a toothbrush, a dry toothbrush,
I've
and
done
wipe
that.
it away, and just let it
Baking soda, water.
Yep.
and it's been fine.
Yeah.
And
We've had a couple we've been able to clean, but some of them are just
Some of
so
them are
bad.
just
And I don't
too-
know if it's when
Down
some
into the
of them-
board. Yeah.
Yeah, it just gets so bad you just can't do
Yeah.
anything. We've tried to even change out some of the springs.
When
We
it's,
bought
when it's
stuff and
leaking the
changed it.
juice out of it, no,
Yeah.
I've had that before. I pick it up and I'm like, oh, and I've got it all
Yeah.
over my hands. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Ellie picked up a lot for me last month, and I picked it up from her, and she's like, I don't know, Amanda, some of this stuff looks kind of, you might want to
Sketchy.
check. Well, I opened up one of the little people things, and there were batteries in it, but there was also 2 blocks of tinfoil. I don't know if I told you this, 2 blocks of tinfoil on the charge ends of the battery compartment in order for it to work. And I was just like, this is ghetto as fuck. And
Yeah.
Like,
I tossed it because I'm not going to sell that to somebody.
I
No.
wouldn't want my kid
Dangerous.
playing with that. So
There was
No.
ain't gonna happen.
there was a couple months ago when we did a little people show, and we opened it, and it is the worst corrosion I've ever seen. Like, it was liquid rust shit in it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the lady was like, well, if you're gonna sell it, can you sell it to me? And I was like, no, like I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to have it for
I
myself.
wouldn't even.
certainly
She
wouldn't
actually
want
wanted
you.
us to give it to her, and I was like,
No
no,
way. Like,
Yeah.
not because I didn't want it, but you know.
I
You
don't
were
want to
saying,
sell anything like that. We
Yeah.
throw everything away that if it's damaged or anything. We don't want to sell stuff like that because we're thinking if we're putting ourselves in their shoes. Am I going to want to spend money on something that's like that? Do I feel good selling something to somebody like that it's not the quality? So yeah, we throw that crap away. It's not even. Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes I won't. We'll just sit right here at the table and we'll just toss it right to the trash.
Yeah,
can.
we're going through.
there's
We have a
liability too. Yeah.
yeah,
There's
like,
liability
for sure.
you know, with any business, you know, so
Yeah.
specifically when you're dealing with children and toys like of that nature, whenever we package something, Amanda puts on a sticker on the bag that says
Mhm.
this is a choking hazard,
Yeah.
you know, type of thing. That you can get them screen printed on there. They come that way, but we choose stickers because they're breaking the seal, and if they break that seal, they're acknowledging in our
Yeah,
mind
smart.
that
Mhm.
that's they're aware that should not be in the presence of a child after they open it. So
Yeah, and the other thing we put on our bags is do not cut with a blade. Now,
Mhm.
I know a reseller is more mindful of that because, but a good example as to what, now we didn't always use them.
No,
But
we did not when we first started.
We had sold a Kohl's Care plush, new with tag.
It was a bumblebee,
Yep, it was a bumblebee one, and
beautiful. It was really
all the
nice.
pictures were so nice and clear. You could see that there was no cut. And the woman messaged us, and her first words out of her on the message was, "I opened it with my hands."
That's a red flag right there. You're trying to distance yourself away from what's next.
Yeah.
Yep. And then proceeded to send pictures of a
Edward Scissorhands.
clear
Yep.
cut right slice through the wing. So she
I
obviously
opened it up with my hands with that
Right.
knife, but
Right.
I left that part out.
Take it easy there, Chucky.
So when stuff like in the beginning, I used to take it so personal and get so mad because I'm like, the one thing is I hate, now I know the term gaslighting, but the other thing too is I hate to be called a liar, especially when I believe to be true and I know it's true because I did it. Like,
Yes.
what do I have to lie? You know,
We run our business like a business.
we really,
Some people run it like a hobby or
Mhm.
but
and
we're
that's
very
not to say that we
yeah.
don't make mistakes because we're human. Like, things do happen, but in this case, it was new. It was not ripped. If I can sew it on a seam and it looks good,
Jeez.
I will do it.
It's
If
hard to
I-
tell when
if I
Amanda's
can't-
after it.
If I can't, I can't. It goes. You know, how much stuff we bought and trashed because we didn't realize it happens. So
Yeah.
in this case,
Breakage.
Bob was like, "Okay, well, all the pictures indicate no cut, so go ahead and send it back. And when we scan our security code to know that that was our plush, we'll be happy to take it back." She never said anything else. So I opened it with my hands.
So note to self, get one of those black light pens, put it right on the tag or whatever.
No,
And when it comes back, whoop, just
But
pop in there, you know
we-
if you got scammed or
we
not.
really don't do that.
But
he did
it's a good
say-
idea.
He did
You do
say
it.
that, and
It's a
she
day
didn't, she didn't proceed forward with the return. Never got it back.
because she knew she was lying.
Mhm.
But exactly,
Mhm.
because she made the mistake. And
Yeah.
so she taught
You got to
me.
shame people though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know? Why should we have to shame them? But in a way that's not.
Like, she taught me to be more careful and be more
mindful
of.
Yep.
So now that's why we put do not cut stickers on all the poly bags across the back of the seal, because a lot of times, you know, if this is the poly bag, right, and here's the you just go right across, like people don't think. And here's the thing, if you're ordering that many packages and they're coming in a poly bag, what the hell would you think to be opening with scissors? Because anything can be in that poly bag, hard good or soft good.
It's a poly bag. Just use your hand. It's fine.
Yeah. Like, so that's another thing that we do. I know it helps. I know it doesn't help with the cost, but it could in the long run save you from a return.
We've gotten plenty of great reviews saying that they use the do not cut sticker. They've used the choking hazard sticker. It came fast. We ship within usually a day.
Thankful for the do not cut to remind them not to do that.
Yeah, just to be the mindfulness and the care it takes. A thank you sticker on the inside, a thank you sticker on the outside.
Repeat customers, we put on the ones from
and for Whatnot, we put stickers in the bag. So if you buy from us on Whatnot, we'll give you one of our podcast stickers. Maybe you might get one of our reselling stickers. She has her own for Fiona's Finds. I have my own for Rocket City.
Your new buyer usually get those.
New buyers usually get those. So just the little things like that can make a difference.
And
we're looking into, I think the new year, we talked about it the other day, is because we can source and get stuff so cheap at times, we want to start adding an extra thank you. We're not telling everybody we're going to do it. We're just going to do it. Like if somebody buys something that's, a Snoopy, we're going to throw something else that if we have it, we're going to throw something
like
else.
A little Woodstock or something, just chuck it in their bag.
An extra thank you, because
good idea.
I don't care if something that we find for $1 or $2, we're going to throw it in there to say that's
stickers.
Just something. So that's something we're going to do just to show another level of appreciation to all of our sellers.
We'll probably appreciate that more than a giveaway, quite honestly.
We've been doing it lately, and you guys can go and look. Anybody can go and look at our reviews. We've had some awesome reviews from parents, especially. You want
to see my newest gift from West Virginia Panhandle Pickers? Let me get mine.
Yeah. And a lot of moms with autistic children, we've had a lot of brand new the little fidget toys. We've been giving a lot of those to a lot of the parents for their children, and they've been very appreciative. So that's what we want to do more moving forward. But here we go.
They love those button
This is my recent bonus gift I received from West Virginia. Thank you very much.
We'll go ahead and make it big.
I figured. I know it's not to scale, and I know it probably doesn't have the cage that you're used to in the back, but it's close.
You know what you should have done?
She's good at getting out of these, by the way.
Yeah. You know what you should have done? You should have taken my picture and put a little right in the window.
There you go.
I may come across more of those. Hey, I'm not done sending you gifts.
Yay. But I think that's a really great idea. I will say in the beginning when we first started on Whatnot, we'd always get packages with people throwing stickers in there. And I think that is a great thing you can do too.
Especially if they have kids and they would enjoy something like that. Because what kid doesn't like a sticker?
Right.
Heck, adults love stickers.
And you can buy them on Amazon in bulk. As a matter of fact, I have a show coming up. I was talking about the Once Upon a Plush. I went
November 17th.
Yes.
Follow Fiona's Finds.
On 1 p.m. Central. I'm starting the raid train, so be looking forward to that. But I went on Amazon tonight and I bought bookmarks in bulk, and I bought bookworm stickers just to put in the buy it now for that show. And I'm hoping that I will do more going forward. And I spent $30, okay, and you put like 2 bookmarks in there for $1. Like, you buy in big quantities so that you can sell it and still make a profit. So if you bought a bunch of stickers, you put 3 in your buy it now for $1, like those dollars will add up.
No, that's someone that might not be able to get a couple books, might be able to get a sticker or a bookmark and feel a part of the community. It opens up your reselling avenue to people that just want to be supportive, that just want to hang out. Maybe they want to just, shoot the shit or whatever, come in, hang out. You don't have to buy anything.
Bookmark and they buy a book, send a bookmark. What is that going to hurt?
We enjoy when people are in our shows chatting. It helps the algorithm, it helps Whatnot know that there's activity on our channel, and they may dump other people. I'm not sure how that works.
There's
but
value in that for sure, and I think sometimes people don't.
We have more fun.
That.
We love our shows when our chat gets involved, and we love our chat joking and having some laughs, and just it makes the shows flow so much better for everybody, from the chat to us, because then we make them have some fun, because it's just, I don't know, it's just so much better to have that back and forth and knowing who you're speaking with, because then you can get a little insight of, hey, this is who they are, this is what they like. So it gives us a little bit more insight of, hey, what to look out for as well for them, because they give us a little feedback of, their life and what they're looking for, or just their life in general, because then we can always add extra special stuff into their packages, because we try to take them a mental checklist of everything they tell us, so that we can say, hey, thank you, here's an extra gift that they may not remember that they told us, and then next thing you know, boom, a shock. So
Mel, your birthday is this month. I'm going to call you out real quick.
Yep.
So celebrate, Mel.
31. Look at her.
Again? Good job.
Again and again.
She lying to you, Sean. You look great.
She's finally getting up to the age where it's no longer illegal.
So my question is, are you going to do like a birthday bash on Whatnot, or anything special, or are you just kind of low key?
We haven't really talked about it.
Yeah, we haven't really discussed what we want to do with her for her birthday. I'm sure, we try to always keep certain things hidden from her at times, but
it's also close to Thanksgiving, so that's always been,
You have to share your birthday.
I've always been working retail. I mean, well, not always, but
now you're not.
Yeah,
your first Black Friday is going to be so wonderful.
We can't wait for the holiday.
I know, for the last 4 years I've been so exhausted, and I'm like, they're like, do you want to go out for your birthday? I'm like, no, I just want to stay home.
Yeah, I will say, for those of you that work retail and are parents or taking care of siblings or whatever you do,
shout out hashtag you're a real one.
I did it I worked for Target just like you. I worked there for 17 years, and that wasn't the only retail job I had. And I will say that I fell victim to despising the holiday season, not the joyous part of the season, but the greediness, the selfishness, the demanding of people, expectations to pull something out of your ass that I'm sorry you weren't here to get when the doors open. I really believe that holidays have become so materialistic in that way. Now, mind you, I'm one of those parents that does want to provide for our child and spoil because we have the one at home.
Yep.
But I think the flip side of that is I think sometimes we have unrealistic expectations of people that work in the community, and they are people too, and don't realize that, we want that for our kids too. And the last thing we want to do is deal with your bum ass attitude and then try to still find the joy. And for those of you that can do that, I applaud you. When I worked in retail, our Christmas tree went up at the end of October, beginning of November, because as soon as fourth quarter hit, those pallets start coming in for the 4-day Black Friday sale. You got to pull them. You got to all the things, right? So in your mind, you're already there. So the last thing you want to come home is be with your kids and put a tree up and try to put a smile on your face. Now, I will say there are people out there that do it. I didn't want to. I didn't find
17 years. 17 years. This wrap your mind around that. One company, 17 years.
I did it for 4 years.
So Mel.
Yes, there were many times where I would come home with well over 20,000 steps, and I was exhausted.
Oh
yeah. And now, not to say that I didn't like the company that I worked for. It's a lot of the public that has to do with the part that you don't enjoy, because the level of expectation and the entitlement of things, and just all the things that come around that, and the messes that they leave, and is irregard even a word, but the lack of regard for respect in that way, just all the things. So I say that to say, if you can get past that, kudos to you. But we started putting our stuff up early, and my son is like, really? And I'm like, but before that hustle and bustle come, I wanted to enjoy my tree.
Enjoy it.
Because I didn't want to come home and despise the fact that my tree was up, because I remember
or not finished.
I enjoyed coming home to sitting at my tree, because when I put it up, I loved putting up, and now I can enjoy it.
There was one holiday we actually didn't decorate the tree because of it.
No, and it was also because my mother had passed.
Right.
My mother had passed.
Bad timing. And
we have 2 trees, okay, and
one this time.
One now.
We had to get
rid
of
them. At the time, we had 2 trees, and one is just all gnomes, because I love gnomes, And the other one, most of our ornaments are dated. So
I feel like they're taking over. Sean, save me.
no, I've gotten rid of a lot, but our main tree has ornaments on it that are like, you know, Caleb's first Christmas, pictures of Bob and his sister when they were little, ornaments Caleb
I had
made.
hair, y'all.
And
I can't wait to see that picture.
every time
Come on,
we've
break
gone
it out this
somewhere-
holiday season. You're gonna see
yeah,
it.
every time we've gone somewhere and you get a keepsake ornament. That was what our tree was. And that was a big part of who my mom was she always was big on that. And I couldn't bring myself to do it. I didn't want to. And retail sucked and I was like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So I just say that if you're one of those people that wants to put your tree up in July, do it. If it brings you joy, do it.
If you're watching this podcast in the future, and you want to become a reseller, to try to break away from the day in and day out, the 9 to 5 grind, it can afford you the lifestyle if you hustle it enough. So
Yep.
And be prepared that you will work more than that 9 to 5. But you do it well and you do it with full intentions.
it won't feel like it.
No.
It just won't.
Yeah.
No, you'll enjoy it.
You're working for yourself more than you're working for somebody else. It's a big difference. It really is.
And when you do that, the commitment is different.
Mhm.
The heart is different.
Yeah.
And it's not like you go in and you don't feel appreciated for what you do, because ultimately it's your decision. If you don't want to work today, guess what? You're not going to get paid. So that's on you.
Well, I'm sure Bob probably noticed with you when you first probably left Target, because I can tell you right now that I've seen a 180 and this lady right here when it comes to stress, the temperament, even away from work, is just because you carry that with you everywhere. Okay, so you stay in that funk a little bit.
Yeah.
So I can tell you right now, those 4 years, Christmases were always great because our kids, but it was a big difference. Big difference. I can't wait to see, because we're going to take some more trips with our kids, for the winter, because now she's away from that hellhole and having to work all nights. It took away from our kids, and so I'm glad that you got away from there. I'm glad she got away from there. And I'm sure that you probably saw a big difference, Bob, but she can't, and she's back to she's so eager to do this. So, and touches me, and there's a point right there is when you're working for yourself, you have that little bit more heart, more drive, because it's for us.
Yeah.
So,
And
you guys are no stranger to that either. I mean, you did it for 17 years in your own business. So this is should be as easy as you want it to be.
Oh yeah.
Or as hard, or
for me, this is funner than my other business.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah.
Well, and
no doubt.
I will say, we and I say we as collective, we are very fortunate. And for those of you that have a partnership in reselling, whether it's a family member, your spouse, a sibling, whatever,
a sister, whoever, brother,
it's really good. Or if you have a really good friend who does it too,
or if you're doing it with your kids, I love them. I love it seeing the young hustlers.
I know, to be able to have someone to fall back on, or to hold you accountable, to keep you pushing, because just like a 9 to 5, there's ebbs and flows, but the difference is you're working for yourself, and whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So there's a different appreciation level for it. There's a different drive for it, because when you're working for somebody else, you never feel appreciated. You never feel that what you do is good enough. You always feel like you do more than what somebody thinks you do. So when you do something that you love, and you hear people, or you see people telling you and seeing that, it's just so much different.
Yeah.
And if you really love what you're doing, is it really work?
Yeah,
It's true. Yep.
we always hear, find what you love to do. Well,
and that's what we tell our kids.
I mean, and now that our kids, I know it's tough when you got younger children, but now that our children are older, we're seeing a whole different level where we can go with this again, with the traveling and the trying to different places and all that, because we love to travel anyway. Well, now we get to do both the best of everything. We get the best of both worlds. We get to travel. We get to go meet friends, hang out, source, and we get to see different locations. And there's always such different sourcing out there based upon where the demographic is. So we always find so many different cool things based upon that we may never find up here, but we go south, we find different things. We go north, we find some awesome different things. So it's so much fun to explore different states, different areas, because you find so much more different items that it's fun.
Yeah.
Well, and I love that for you, because where your daughters are where they're at in life is the most important time where they need that. And I envy that of you. I mean, we have a 17-year-old who could care less if we're here or not. Although when I'm not here, he's like, "Where are you? When are you coming back?"
The fact that knowing that we're here, I think, is more so what's
exactly.
important.
But Caleb was a latchkey kid at 8 years old.
Yeah.
I was a latchkey kid, so
I was too.
granted, I worked down the street and it was awful. And, luckily I had a very dear friend who became my best friend, where we were in their wedding. I mean, all the things. And she was the office manager in the building that we lived in. And he would come home and he would go right to her. She would let him in the apartment if he forgot his key. He was home for a half hour every day without me.
Yeah.
Do you know how guilty and how many other parents probably have to go through that? And it's awful. And my child did not have a phone to call me. I had no idea if he was home or not. Only if my friend was like, "Hey, he got off the bus, he's good." So the sacrifices that you have to make in order to be doing those things, like, it's just out of necessity.
Yeah.
This is a way that you do. This is another way that you don't have to do that. It's not always going to be the fix, but it's a start, and it will allow you to do things as long as you put the work in.
If you start today and list one thing a day, I saw someone on eBay Thrifters Facebook group. They started a month ago and they listed one thing a day, and they were up to $800 for the month. And just stuff around their house.
Now, if there's anybody in the chat that's from West Virginia or anywhere close to us, go follow us on Instagram, because I'm planning on setting up a teaching summit for what we do. So everybody's welcome to come to that. It's going to be a venue at a hotel that's going to be renting out the conference center space. So we're going to host that. So if anybody's out there that's got any interest, come. I'll teach you the basics. I'm having everybody just bring one item. I'm going to teach you how to list and how to do everything. I'm going to have all these props to show you start to finish, from everything you would need, from pins to whatever. So if anybody has interest to get the ball rolling, we're here to help you. So come out to our summit.
Or even if they have questions,
questions, come and hang out with us for a couple hours. We're gonna show you how to do this from start to finish, and this is going to tie into our helping of our vet summit. So everybody's welcome to come and learn this, because if we can help a mom stay home and help raise her child, or do everything to help them take some stress away, same as the veterans with suicide. This is what we want to do. This is what we feel our calling is right now, as our second adventure.
I truly feel that when you find your purpose, it's all the difference. And I feel like, I know I said this before, and I don't know, Mel, how you feel. And I know Christine shares this, the pressure of not being the main breadwinner. You feel, and I say you, loosely, that you need to contribute just as much. Whereas back in the 50s and 60s, having a clean house and having a hot meal for your husband when it came home was enough, and making sure the kids didn't kill each other was enough. And that was fulfilling for some people. For me,
and it still is. For some,
it is. And I'm not saying
that.
Nothing at all. But for me personally, I will never be able to match him. I know that, but I will die trying. And
for the record, she was the breadwinner for a long time.
I was.
In our marriage. So, it's only through working 2 jobs and go to school full time that I was able to become a software engineer and afford the life that we currently live now.
And now look at you. You guys are a freaking tandem that's just awesome.
Yeah.
So
it's
a
lot of
ball and chain.
It's like a a ball of fire. Juggling fire every day. I love it though. I wouldn't trade it for anything else. It's awesome.
But I mean, there is fulfillment in that, and I will constantly chase it, because I always feel like everybody says, you're not promised tomorrow. The job that he has with the current state of the economy, they can
government
say,
shut down
we don't
right
have
now.
Funding, so therefore you're like,
whatever.
Okay, well, I mean, we have this.
Luckily, God's my source, not the company I work for.
So I just say this to say that, you never know where it's going to lead you. And like I said, I will continue to chase that carrot until I'm no longer hungry. Because
everybody's like, what's the secret of life? And you always hear that, the secret of life, whatever.
Yeah.
The secret of life is purpose.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a flat of it. Like if you haven't figured that out yet, it's purpose. If you can find your purpose and accept that, then your anxiety will go down, your depression will go down, everything will change for you. Your mindset will change. You'll start being more grateful. It's hard to be in a bad mood when you wake up in the morning. You're like, what am I great? What is the gratitude? Where's the gratitude? Like, I am thankful for X, Y, Z.
I get to do this.
I get to do this. I do not have to do this. I get to.
And make sure, like, I know that I'm not trying to be a therapy session, but also make sure if you are feeling devalued or you are feeling like what you're doing, your partner is not giving you the validation or doesn't think that it's worthy, you need to communicate that to your partner, because sometimes, your partner doesn't realize that you need that in order to feel fulfilled. And sometimes when you put it in that perspective, the light bulb goes off. I was gonna say, I'm just saying, like, and
it worked finally.
And I will say, when you're working together versus not, it's a game changer for sure. And even if he wasn't involved in this but was supportive, whether it was financial or just a cheerleader on the side saying go, that means all the difference in the world.
I will not allow anything to fail.
Yeah.
It's just not in my nature.
Yep.
And that's just the way of it.
I think
have that mentality.
Raised. I think that was old school parenting at least for me. My dad would be like, dude, get your ass up, dust yourself off, continue
fast and go forward.
If it don't work, try something else and figure it out and be good at it, because we got the capability. It's, will you hold yourself back? We're the only ones holding ourselves back. It's us. It's nobody else. It's
self-deception. Be careful. Don't sit there and lie to yourself.
Yeah.
You can put yourself in a box so easy. If you're uncomfortable, that means you're doing it right.
Yeah.
You're thriving. You're not surviving. Growth is painful.
And listen,
a million times here.
Putting the work in and seeing you succeed instead of just hoping you're going to wake up tomorrow and something falls in your lap and you're going to be successful. Doesn't work out that way. That's a fairy tale.
We're fixing to go and whatnot.
It'll pay off, and you'll feel better about yourself in a whole as well, because you realize you did this, you built this, you're capable, and that'll open the door up. It's just getting you out of here. It's all up here.
We're fixing to go down on whatnot right after this podcast, and kick off our countdown to Christmas, and that's just the way of it, right?
Yep. This is too, so we'll be.
Do I want to go on whatnot? Probably not. Will I go on whatnot? Hell yeah, and I'll bring the fire too. Don't worry. So always, you'll never know what's coming next.
Yep.
So I love it. I love that for all of us. I
can't wait for Mel to text me and say I had an Etsy sale.
Yep. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be Bob buying.
Slimy.
Slimy.
Slimy's mine.
He's gonna have that big banana here and Slimy over on this cheek. So he's gonna.
Slimy's mine. Make sure you check out Mel on Etsy. Let us know what your user name is or whatever on there. Is it going to be the same?
Yep. WB Panhandle Pickers. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And we're working on her very first show. What'd you say you wanted to do?
I think that's you saying that.
No, you said it just sitting here earlier tonight. Don't back out now.
Remember, it's painful. Get up on there.
She just said it. You said the Beanie Baby show.
Heck yeah.
That's before we were sitting right here.
I'm going to be in that show buying Beanie Babies.
I'll nod for you. That's cute. That kind of sounds like another word, Jeff. I don't.
Maletzi.
Maletzi.
It sounds like something you shouldn't do. But I like where you're going with it. I will mod for you, and I promise you, the biggest thing and the best thing to do is preload, because literally you preload this, you find it, you click on it, and you hit run. The biggest thing you're going to do is forget to change it to from 30 seconds to 10 to 15. I mean, we all do it, even still.
Some of us do it 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I mean.
Yep.
And
every time.
And here's the thing. Another piece of advice I'm going to give you is, if they want it, they will be patient. And I say this because yesterday, perfect example, I'm not Adorables reseller. I do not consider myself.
She keeps on saying that, but here we are again. Third show.
I don't.
Well, 200 of them.
I feel like
she's made like $1,000.
I feel like an imposter because I don't know knowledge. I don't know all the Disney characters. I feel like it would be like me going to sell doll furniture and Chrissy being like, "What are you doing?" I don't know. I'm just here to sell it. Here, buy it.
Hey, you know what though? You know how you learn it?
Well,
By
you
doing it.
keep
Telling
doing it. But I'm saying this because I was in there and I started 2 for $5 and they weren't swiping. It worked last time. It didn't work this time. Okay. I changed it 2 for $3. I made a couple sales. Okay. And then people come in, hey, can we do claims? I'm like, fuck, I'm by myself. We ain't doing that. Hell no.
Claims are
And
horrible.
Christine goes, hey, I gotta go. Talk to you later. I'm like, okay, bye. And then Ellie comes in and it's like, hey girl, and I'm like, how you feel about doing
The
claims
legend
today?
shows up.
Yeah. I said, are you gonna be here for a while? I'm gonna mod you, and apparently we're gonna do claims. So you staying? Sure. That's another thing. Get yourself a badass mod. But again, when I was like, guys, I said, listen, I'm not a adorable reseller. I don't know what I'm doing. Please be patient. If you want it, you'll be patient and you'll wait. They said, just breathe. It's fine. So if you allow
That's right,
yourself,
Chrissy. That's right.
if you allow yourself to be vulnerable and just put it out there, if they want it, they'll wait for it. You know, I know that was a lot of words, but I really truly believe that the Woodknot community, for the most part, is understanding.
There's going to be the onesie twosies out there that are going to make you try to feel bad about yourself.
If
But you know what?
If she can work Target and do all that, wear 5 different hats. I know she can do it.
I mean, Mel, we're women. We know
If you
how
can
to
run a
push
front end
buttons.
at Target,
exactly. She can
hell.
run a freaking computer
Right.
and run a Whatnot show. If I can do it, she can do it.
in the famous words of Michelle Collects, that if they don't want to wait, they can kick rocks.
Yeah. And women are great at pushing buttons, so you're gonna do perfect.
She won't take no crap, and that's the thing. She won't allow people to
That's
talk
the other
crap to her.
thing too. Like if you decide that you want to run this for $30, run it for $30 because there might be somebody that's going to come in there and swipe the $30.
Yeah, stick to your guns. If
You don't have to. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not working for you, and doesn't mean that's what you want to do. It's your decision. It's your show.
we all have different sourcing methods, and you know you got to get what you got to get out of your item, and that's okay. If they're going to buy it, they're going to buy it. If they want it, they're going to get it.
Yeah.
You know, I can have the same thing as Sean. He can sell it for 12. I can sell mine for 3,
you
or
could
not
have
even sell
You
it.
could have people
Yeah.
like me texting you saying, "Why is
If
the
I try to
shipping so
sit there and
high?"
try to figure out why they bought Sean's for 12 and not mine for 3,
And you know what?
I'd have even less hair.
We've seen that.
Well,
We've
like
seen it
last
happen in
night,
shows.
perfect example with the. I mean, yes, we did get rated, and yes, we did get rated with people who wanted GANs, and we always have them. But I mean, that was a perfect storm. But you know, you could have the same people in your show, and you've got stuff with codes in it, and nobody's buying it, and it's like.
It's like, what gives? There's no real
And
secret sauce.
It may come down to price, and I understand that.
Right buyer, right time. A lot of
But
times,
if you truly are a collector, then you're willing to pay that price, right? Because
consistency.
most people that buy GANs are not buying them because they want to resell them. Let's be honest, they're not. Douglas people for the same. I surely believe that woman that bought that Gato cat for $440 is not reselling it because I don't know how much profit she's going to make in that. So, you know, for people like that, they wanted those swipe. If they don't, adios.
Yeah.
You just never know, like Chrissy said. Never know.
You never know.
You gotta find the right buyer at the right time.
It's the same. It's the same as sourcing. You never know what you're going to find, and you never know who's coming in your shows at that specific moment. So,
for those that are just now watching us, or maybe watching this in the future, Sean, where can they find you, and where are you selling?
We do have a Facebook Marketplace page now. Everything's across the board. West Virginia Panhandle Pickers. We are on Facebook, Instagram. We are on Whatnot and on eBay. But eBay, we are still just West Virginia Panhandle Picker. But that's where you can find us. Mel's running the Facebook page. We're both running the Instagram, and we're going to continue to do more reels moving forward. We've sort of strategized moving into the first quarter. We want to start promoting more things out there, getting more items listed of what's coming into future shows, just doing a lot more things on the social media platform to stay relevant out there. So that's where you can find us, but
and soon to be Etsy.
After tomorrow.
That makes me so happy.
I'm so excited. I can't wait for it just to blow up.
We don't need to
in a
be
good way.
affiliates of Etsy, but I'm just saying, like,
I mean, Etsy, if you're listening, hey, hit me up.
I guess you can shoot your shot.
I've been on ABC News. Come on now.
Guys,
right program.
You guys got us on Etsy, so we appreciate it.
I really feel like there's value in that, and I really hope that you see the value and it brings you.
And once you reach that level of cross lister, I tell you,
Game changer.
You cannot receive if you keep your fist closed, but if as soon as you open it, you're going to be amazed about what you can get out of this.
You'll get there.
We will.
Bob is the type of person that wants it all at one time. So
Why not?
I don't.
We have not because we asked.
But
Are we
I
asking
also
correctly?
don't suggest that. I also don't suggest that. Do what's comfortable for you when you're ready to do it as well.
Yeah, don't put God in a box. Don't do it.
Oh yeah. I figured that when it comes time, we're increasing because we're learning, and a lot of that goes to you guys as well as others that we've all talked about. We've learned so much from everybody across something from everybody. We've learned that works well with our platform that we do. So I think once we get through Etsy, we see how that goes, then we'll move on to the next and the next, and then we'll go with the crosses. Right now, if we just had eBay and Etsy, I'll do eBay, she does Etsy. We've got it covered. But then we do want to grow and more, like, because you guys have shown us a lot that I think we want to get to that point as well, because
I think if you have stuff on Whatnot that you know that you can get more for,
Baby Sinclair.
Yeah, that's something that you would put on Etsy, and you could get that price all day long. And I'm not saying this to price shame you whatsoever, because I never thought I would sell that pig last night for $50. Let's just be honest.
That's a great deal, by the way, Baby Sinclair, for what you were charging for it.
I do think that there is a buyer out for there. Is it on Whatnot? Maybe. Is it on Etsy? Absolutely. Is it on eBay? Absolutely. And I just think that sometimes, if that we're hopeful that that person is going to come in there and they're going to see, yep, that's worth it, and I'm going to swipe.
The reason we did Sinclair is because we were gifted that from a viewer, and I don't want to try. I want to pay it forward enough as well. I don't want to just go out there and maximize it, because we have nothing invested. So our thing is
pure profit.
I want to give it to another collector based upon we were gifted it as well. So I don't want to sit there and raise, that's the thing, is we're not sitting there we don't want to do that. So that's why we gave that.
You're blessed, so you're going to be a blessing to somebody.
And that's completely fine.
Yeah.
I will say though, I hope that Etsy proves profitable for you. I hope it's user friendly for you, and I'm very excited for what is to come for that. As someone who's been reselling on platforms for 3+ years, I would say right now, in the state that Macari's in, unless it gets better in the next 6 months, I would say don't even waste your time. In all honesty, to put the work into it for it not to come back yet, I don't think it's worth it right now.
It breaks my heart because it's where we started.
That's where we started, and it's really
we broke our teeth there. So I mean, it's too bad.
And then I never would have thought I'd say this, but Depop is definitely somewhere where you eventually would like to get into. Coco used to talk about Depop all the time, and I was like, oh, I don't know about that. But we've been on Depop for 6+ months now, and every week we have at least a sale on Depop.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was like crickets. So it is worth trying out for sure. Once eventually, if you get there, and then obviously always eBay and Poshmark are great. So
and I will say that the difference between eBay for us when we didn't have a store versus having a store, night and day.
For sales.
As soon as we got a store, I don't know what happened. It was like a firestorm.
Well,
I know.
As a buyer, I would think, okay, so here's the thing. As a food connoisseur, you want to go to the dives, right? Because the dives are where you get the best food, not a chain, right?
More than likely.
Right? Yeah. That's usually how it works. I think when it comes to retail, you want to see the lights on. You want to see what you're looking at. You want to see all the bells and whistle because you think it's a quality item. So I think with eBay, an eBay store, I think provides that sense of security for the buyer versus the foodie who's going to the dive bar or so I think that's why. I don't know if that's a good analogy.
That's a great point, because when I first started, I was very slow, and then I didn't get the watches. I didn't get a lot, but boy, as soon as I got that store, she could tell you it was cha-ching and nonstop. So you were absolutely correct, because once that store hit, it was like everybody felt more comfortable. So you can
have all the quantity in the world, but if the quality doesn't look good, if the lights aren't on, if your stuff isn't look clean, or it's not like a good photo, like
if there's feet in the photo, don't be that dude.
I will tell you, I've learned that.
Well, unless you're on the other side.
Yeah, I have learned that the quality of the photo and what people are looking for does make a difference. But I truly believe a store for eBay is the difference between that and going to a dive versus a chain, because you know what to expect from a chain. You don't know what to expect from the mom and pop. But with eBay, you go to eBay and there's a certain thing that you're looking for. The people always say too that it's the reseller's fault why prices are so high. Here's the thing: when you go to a yard sale,
actually corporate greed, but
right. Like when you go to a yard sale, you expect to get you are hoping and expecting to get a decent bargain, right? When you go to the Goodwill, you're not expecting to pay the prices that they have things now, but this is where we're at. But me as a buyer, when I go to eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, all the platforms, I expect that I'm going to pay for something. I'm going to give you an offer that I hope to get, but I know that I'm going to be paying for more. On Whatnot, I'm hoping to get a better deal than eBay, and I know that I'm going to. At some point, I would have paid more than a yard sale. Now I'm basically yard sale and Whatnot are head to head, because people that are having yard sales now are now trying to sell at an eBay. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I do believe the mentality of going onto an actual online platform, there's an expectation that the price is going to be higher, and that buyer's okay with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we're still in the early stages of Whatnot too. Social media sales is the way of the future. In my opinion, it's going to eventually catch fire in a way that overseas it's already. In other countries, it's already.
And it blows my mind that people still out there have no idea.
We hear it every time at the bins. Now that we're getting familiar, people come up to talk to us. Hey, why do you guys get all the plushies and stuff? And we tell them because we're on Whatnot. They're like, well, I sell on eBay and I've never heard of Whatnot. It's like so. It's just it's kind of crazy that
use my code Rocket City.
We hand out stickers now. We hand out the stickers and stuff. And it's like,
you should be, I'm sure you are, plug yourself all the time, because
get that QR code on that sticker and say, here you go, sir.
Yep. We got the QR codes to get them to our eBay shop and our Whatnot shop and our Instagram, so they can check us out on everything, because there's so, like you said, I'm shocked that there's a lot of resellers that still don't know Whatnot.
You'll have a few people that be like, oh, I've heard of that,
but they have no idea what it is.
And then they say, well, maybe I'm going to check it out now.
And we show them while we're waiting in transition. We show them, and then we get them to, we're trying to get them to sign up, but they'll take the information and our sticker and our card. And then, they're like.
And we had the lady that we talked to the last time we read.
And then she come in our show the other night.
Yeah, they came to the show and they said, hey, I talked to you at the bins.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We were recently just down at our booth last weekend, adding some stuff and fixing some stuff up, and it's always awkward for me. Bob always like, hey, how are you?
I love it.
I know that I like to talk to people.
How can I help you today?
When I'm in my booth and I'm working, the last thing I want to do is bother somebody.
Which is kind of weird.
I hated to say at Target, can I help you find something? If they want
something,
they'll
60?
come ask me. Hey, 60.
What's up, 60?
Thank you for joining my raid train. I'm so excited. Can't wait. Hope it's a great success for you.
And Shane.
I ended up saying, hi, how are you? They were looking at Build-A-Bear codes. And after a 20-minute conversation, they bought some stuff from us, which was fantastic. They didn't know about Whatnot either. And she also is a part of Build-A-Bear Elite, which, if you don't know, it's a group on Facebook that specializes just in Build-A-Bear. It's a whole community. It's a thing. And so we were talking. They
try to bond with their bears.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother.
That's another episode.
So it's a very unhealthy thing, but whatever.
I don't think
so. So anyways, we got to talking, and she didn't know about Whatnot either. And I told her, here's our code. I got her my number. There's other things that she's looking for that I told her, hey, here's my number. If you're looking for something, let me know. I'm always sourcing. She didn't know that there were bins near us in Madison. So it's just another part of the networking. And she did end up joining Whatnot, and she does now follow Bob. So I say this to say that every opportunity that we have as resellers to educate somebody else, even if they don't come to us to buy,
go get yourself a great deal on Whatnot.
You never know, because I told her, because she was saying how stuff is so expensive at Greenwell. I said, well, have you ever shopped on Whatnot? And she said, what's that? I said, you could find affordable things, because sometimes people on Whatnot don't know what they have. And I'll be honest, I've taken advantage of that and I've swiped. But for someone like her who doesn't want to pay the Greenwell prices, but is willing to pay $2 or $3 for something and eventually get free shipping and stock up, why wouldn't you? Yeah. But people don't know.
Yeah. Things are tight and Christmas is coming. So go get yourself a nice toy for your kid or whatever. Or if you need like houseware item and you don't want to pay full price, go on Whatnot. Yeah. Why not?
mean, you can still find a lot of great items brand new on Whatnot instead of going to the store and now paying the 50%
Right.
markup. Why?
To Chrissy's point, for someone who has so much inventory that they're ready to, in the famous words of Ashley, she should yeet it. She's willing to give you a bargain. So you just never know. You go into somebody's show, and Bob's done it too. How much for all of it? Really? You want all of it? Yeah. What's your let go price of all of it? You just never know.
Yeah.
I just, like I said yesterday, I had the Doorbell show, and it was very overwhelming, and I was very grateful for Ellie and all the people that came in and shared and bought from me and whatnot. I had somebody message me and say, I heard you said this was your last Doorbell show. How much for everything? So I'm in the process of talking to somebody now to get rid of my Doorbells. And the last 2 shows, my very first show with them, I'm already in the profit. So yesterday was pure profit. So I mean, my let go price is going to be whatever, because she's a pen maker. So
for me, a crafter,
And I mean, for me, it's not about, I've already made my money back twice now. So letting it go is fine. Just like I'm sure Christy, to her point. So
yeah. There's a million ways to be successful at reselling, and we're going to cover them all this year and next year on this podcast. So if you're new into reselling, or if you've been selling for 50 years, I'm sure there's something you're going to learn on this podcast. Any final words, Sean?
I just want to thank everybody again for always coming out and supporting us. And we always see a lot of the same faces. And in all seriousness, thank you guys so much, because we couldn't do this without you. We, just because we love seeing everybody come in here and giving us feedback and hanging out with us and just being a part of this as we're trying to grow this and still learn how to do the podcast stuff. But I just wanted to take a moment to thank everybody, because we've never thanked everybody on our end. And we just want to thank Bob and Amanda, Ryan and Christine. Bob, thank you, Bob. Way to kill the mood. I'm done. Peace out, people.
Well, we don't give a fuck. So.
She ruined it. I was going to say I love you, but see, Shane showed up now. So
now you get the Shane.
My shit. Let's go.
I know how you feel about me, so don't worry about that. Don't ever doubt that.
Yeah.
No, but we do appreciate everybody. We appreciate Bob and Amanda and Ryan and Christine more than anything. And to everybody else, you all are part of our Whatnot family and our reselling family. So we do appreciate every single one of you. So
yeah, for sure. Well said, sir. Well said.
Well received and
for sure. We love you guys, and we appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with us. If we change just one life or one person's attitude or demeanor or journey into reselling, then we have done our job. So we just want to remind you guys, if you can't be good at it. We'll catch you on the next episode.
See you later.
Take care, all. Take care. Appreciate you all.
Love you.